when it comes to mythical creatures, none are as legendary as the dragon. Even if that said dragon is young. And these two play up the young but deadly dragon card to the best of their abilities. Spike, adoptive brother and royal advisor to Twilight Sparkle. And Charmander, the fire-type starter Pokemon of the Kanto region. To make this fight as fair as possible, Spike will be limited, which means he won't be able to turn into his giant form, and Charmander will have more moves that his species can know. This is a very special episode, so we're working together and making a change of pace. Today, we will find out which of these pint-sized fire-breathing underdogs would survive in the arena of death.
Let's start things off with Spike the Dragon. During her entrance exam into Celestia's school for gifted unicorns, a young Twilight Sparkle was presented with the task of hatching a mysterious dragon egg using her magic. At first, the task proved difficult for Twilight to accomplish. Until the legendary sonic rain boom occurred. The shockwave caused by the event caused Twilight to release an uncontrollable latency of power from her horn, hatching the baby dragon from within the egg. Thus, Spike was born. He was raised by Twilight Sparkle and Celestia. Speaking of which, Spike is Twilight's #1 assistant, and adoptive little brother. Spike's got some pretty awesome and unique abilities. Like dragons on most media, Spike can breathe streams of fire. He can use it as a scorching hot attack that can reach sizes beyond disproportionate to his body, and is hot enough to melt a padlock in 2 seconds flat. This means his fire breath can easily reach temperatures well over 2500 degrees Fahrenheit. Speaking of heat, he is mostly fireproof and can swim in lava. Spike's scales also protect him from sharp objects. One thing that makes Spike so tough is his appetite. He has the bite force of at least 440 gigapascals, so he could bite your arm off as if it was made of soft bread. Spike's bite is actually 36 times stronger than an adult lion's. He can also use his prehensile tail as a jackhammer, which also works alternatively as an effective weapon. He's also deceptively strong and agile, able to lift and push large boulders, outpace a pack of timber wolves and keep up with the other ponies. He even has enough stamina to tirelessly build a tall, perfectly balanced rock tower, comprised of boulders of varying sizes, some larger than himself. He's brave, courageous, and is actually really clever, being exceptionally skilled at taking notes, handling diplomatic business, spotting flaws in plans and quickly finding advantages to overcome foes and obstacles. One more thing to know, is that Spike can sprout wings, gaining the ability of flight. When flying, Spike can scale to Twilight, who can fly up to 300 miles an hour. Spike may be young and small, but he should never be underestimated. Overall, Spike is a young dragon with numerous abilities. He may not have as much fighting experience, but he's packed with raw power. From one dragon to another, let's discuss Charmander. Charmander is a bipedal, reptilian Pokemon with a primarily orange body and blue eyes. A fire burns at the tip of this Pokemon's slender tail and has blazed there since Charmander's birth. Charmander is also the fire starter Pokemon of the Kanto region. It is said that Charmander dies if its flame goes out. However, if the Pokemon is healthy, the flame will continue to burn even if it gets a bit wet and is said to steam in the rain. Charmander can be found in hot, mountainous areas. However, it is found far more often in the ownership of trainers. As shown in Pokemon Snap, Charmander exhibits pack behavior, calling others of its species if it finds food. This species of Pokemon knows a wide arsenal of moves. Ones like Growl, Scratch, Flamethrower, Dig, and Dragon Claw are pretty self-explanatory. But there are a lot of other moves as well. With Ember, the target is attacked with small flames. This may also leave the target with a burn. With Smoke Screen, the user releases an obscuring cloud of smoke or ink. This lowers the target's accuracy. With Fire Fang, the user bites with flame-cloaked fangs. This may also make the target flinch or leave it with a burn. And with Flare Blitz, the user cloaks itself in fire and charges the target. This also damages the user quite a lot. This attack may leave the target with a burn. Charmander is powerful against grass types, but he is very weak against water-based attacks. And without a trainer, it will mainly fight on instinct. Overall, Charmander is a fire-type Pokemon with basic fire power and crushing moves. They mostly skilled in speed, but are extremely weak to water.
Hey, out of my way, bub. This one's mine.
Charmander!
Disgusting. Fools like you should be rotting in Tartarus.
Mine!
Come on, punk! Fight like a real dragon!
Charmander!
Stop saying that! You're no Dragon Master! I am! The Dragon Master of Equestria! Dipshit! Never mess with me, pal!
This fight really didn't drag on. Charmander certainly had a wider variety of moves, but that's where it all ends. Truth is, Spike held practically all the advantages, because he had a counter for almost everything Charmander could throw at him. Spike's scales protected him from fire-based attacks, and pretty much anything that could have cut or slashed him during the fight. Spike helped save the Crystal Empire from King Sombra, who enslaved a whole city and threatened the likes of the powerful, star-moving Celestia, as well as her comparable cohorts Luna and Cadence. And he also stepped up to the likes of Queen Chrysalis while assuming his adult form, causing her and her changeling army to retreat and cease their invasion. Keep in mind she was confident in overpowering Celestia after gaining a massive power boost, which she did to the surprise of even herself, and fought in one-on-one fights with Twilight, who is considered to be one of the most powerful magic users in Equestria and by the Pony of Shadows to be almost on par with Star Swirl the Bearded, who, at his maximum potential, was capable of moving stars. Charmander can only take so much damage before giving in and either changing tactics or moving on to the next fortress, and unlike Spike, he isn't completely fireproof as he is still hurt by fire-based attacks and also doesn't have any special protection against lava. With all that said, in the context determining a winner, it goes without saying that Spike would be able to keep going and endure for a really long time, figure out ways to counter every one of Charmander's moves, and pull himself together to come up with plans of his own to take down the fire Pokemon. Guess Charmander shouldn't have been dragging this fight on for as long as he did. The winner is Spike the Dragon.
I see all these kids as I walk to school. Their colorful backpacks so unique and cool. I can't help but wonder which color I'd choose if I still were a kid. Where would I run off to? Oh, hello, hello, hello. How am I looking now that I've grown into an adult? Oh, hello, hello, hello. Do I look like I'm proud of who I finally become? Oh, I know I've made mistakes, but I'm trying to get it right, and I'm willing just to wait for the moment I can shine. This anthem is a story of full time.